Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, everything in between. Resolute TV Series 2, Episode 1. Pretty much in the bag, being edited as we speak by my really cool team of superstars. Dia Beltran does the editing. Mate, thank you very much. You are a superstar despite scaring the piss out of far too many people. And I've got so James Fox Higgins was kind enough to contribute the music for the program, which I really think it catches the vibe of what we're trying to achieve here, and I think that's a big part of it. James read my vision and he did that. So, and if you don't know James, jump on his stuff, check him out. Sven Lowe is new to the team now. He's helping us with a lot of the graphics and the design and the paradigm shift logos, the do no harm, take no shit gear that's coming. It's an exciting time, guys. It's an exciting time. Locked down my ass. They haven't locked us down at all. So, Series 2, Episode 1. We've got some cracking new guests. Let's get this underway. Let's get it rocking and rolling. Let's talk about it. Topher Field kicks off the program. He's an Australian libertarian activist. He's been gaining a heap of traction over the last few years over the Murray-Darling Basin, more recently during the COVID lockdown down in Melbourne. He's right in the thick of it, and he's really making an impact. Topher's really great guy, but not only is he a great guy, he's switched on, he knows his stuff, and he's kicking ass and taking names. So I'm really privileged to have him on the program, sitting down with me, chopping up game and sharing it with the people. We've actually got a pretty good contingent from the US so far. I don't know why we're so fortunate to have these guys willing to work with us, but it's great stuff. And let's be fair, libertarianism it's a language for the universe. It's all about your freedom, responsibility, and being in control of your own life, which I think everybody is entitled to do. Larry Sharpe in 2018 went up against current Governor of New York, Andrew Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo's getting his ass handed to him by Trump at the moment, from what I've seen. Larry Sharpe is sharp by name, sharp by nature. The guy is epic. I was thrilled to bits that he was agreed to come on. I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And when he agreed to come on board, we actually spent half an hour before we chopped it up, chopping it up off camera, just talking about, you know, pros and cons and pointers and things like that. And he mentored me a little bit, which was really cool, because as most of you probably know, I do this shit. I fly by the seat of my pants. I come up with stuff, and you know, I think we do a good job. You know, like, it doesn't always work out perfect, but hey, that's part of being free society. We do our thing. Larry Sharpe was amazing. We discussed everything, and some of his ideas, they're out there, absolutely out there, but out there in a way that it's so simple it makes sense. So, you know, you look at the stuff that he's produced and what he comes out with, and the guy does a program called The Sharpe Way. It's multiple times a week, YouTube, Facebook, it's live. Check him out, take the time, it's well worth it. Yeah, you're not going to do yourself a disservice by spending any time listening to a guy as brilliant as Larry Sharpe. But we chopped it up about all sorts of things, you know, ways government can fund things without just taxing the eyeballs out of people. You know, he compared how to treating marijuana legalization the same way you would treat onion farms, and you go, what? But when he does it, he makes perfect logical sense with it. We discussed abortion, pro-choice, pro-life, and his solutions are so out of the box, but when you think about them, you go, fuck, that makes so much sense. So Larry Sharpe's brilliant. Anybody who's got a whiff of freedom desires in them is going to love Larry Sharpe. Now, I put my feelers out. On my big tentacles, the octopus tentacles, I reached out to William Wallace of Braveheart fame. Sorry. They did remind me that he passed away many hundreds of years ago. So the next best thing to our freedom-loving Mel Gibson mimicked William Wallace was the president of the William Wallace Society in Scotland. So Gary Stewart, A-grade bloke, he knows his William Wallace stuff, but his technology skills are actually about where mine were 6 months ago. So, but he sat down with me and we spent nearly an hour, and it was really, really cool talking about the William Wallace Society, all the work that they do, the comparisons to Braveheart, the fact versus fiction. what a great society. William Wallace is probably one of the early famous libertarians. You know, he was out there telling the government exactly what they can do. So A grade. Look out for Gary. You'll have to forgive some of his videography, but you know what? Who cares? It's a great topic. It's a great guy. He's a top bloke, and he took the time to have a little chat with little old me. So well done, Gary. Thank you, mate. And any of your mates that don't believe you really did this, we'll have it up as soon as possible for you. Toya Johnson is a strong, independent black woman. Now, I don't care whether she's black, white, green, or a monkey's uncle, and I get the feeling she doesn't either. But she's a multiple mother. I think she has 4 kids, I think she said, if I remember correctly. She's running as a candidate, a libertarian candidate in Iowa, in the US for District 16. So, you know, and we're going to have a lot of candidates coming up through the next few months. You know, because these are the people who put their balls on the line, they put their families on their line, they take the time, the effort, the energy, they put everything they've got to. I've been a candidate a couple of times, and it's not necessarily about winning. Quite often it's about the message and getting it out there. If you can bring a few more people over, open their eyes, teach them something, encourage them, show them something they didn't know before. Toya, she is an epic woman. She's really, really cool. And we've got a couple of little projects coming up with her. So that's really, really exciting. We've also got on the not regular cast and crew, Adam Kokesh. Now, Adam Kokesh ran for President of the United States in the last lot of elections on the Libertarian ticket, or as a Libertarian, of course. He nominated himself to run for President. If you don't know who Adam Kokesh is, he runs a program called Adam versus the Man. I was watching some episodes of it today. He's been on Joe Rogan. The guy's switched on. He's a US Marine who saw combat time in Iraq, so he's the real deal. This guy's not, you know, some bullshit artist coming out. He's seen some shit, he's done some shit, and now he's a really, really committed activist. His platform for the election was all about basically working out how to dismantle the federal government. That was his basic main policy. So last series we had Dan Taxation is Theft Berman, who was pushing a big time on the taxation narrative, which I love to bits. Love Dan too. Dan's great. He introduced me to a lot of these people, so I really appreciate. Shout out to Dan. Adam though, Adam's platform was let's completely dismantle the federal government. And I tell you what, that's definitely something that I'd be willing to advocate for every day of the week. Now, our usual suspects, all back. They've all agreed to participate again. Thank you so much, guys. I love you blokes. And one particular lady. Stefan Lavera is going to be back. We're going to be chopping up about Bitcoin. Father Chris Yates and I are going to do some philosophical discussions. And again, most of these guys run laps around me in the mental states, but they're really good. They're tuned into what they're good at, and I'm hoping I can translate some of their stuff into layman terms for everybody. We've also got Stephen Wells. Now, Stephen Wells has authored 2 books, Confessions of a Climate Change Denier and The Great Coronavirus Swindle. I'm happy enough to promote these books. Jump on them. Check out the Stefan Lavera podcast. Father Chris Yates has got a whole bunch of projects in the works. He and I were talking the other day about some of them. Sounds really exciting. And at Resolute TV, we want it to be a community where we all help each other. That's a big thing. So any of these things that I can promote for them, share for them, and encourage you guys to check out, I'm going to do it because I think they're great people. Now, the other one, of course, if you may or may not have been paying attention, Arlene Engerfist Blanco. Now, we tapped her in. She's not political. She's not... and remember, Resolute TV is not supposed to be a political program. It's a bit of a generalised program, but we're pushing boundaries, and there are obviously political themes through it. Arlene Engerfist Blanco is the #1 women's contender for the featherweight, flyweight title in Bellator MMA. She's going up against Chris Cyborg. The woman's name's Cyborg. You know, she's going up against this badass woman who, to be perfectly fair, has held just about every world title, recognised world title in mixed martial arts on the planet. And our girl, Arlene Angerfist Blanco, is going to beat her ass. There you go, I said it. Resolute TV is right behind Arlene 100%. We've tipped some money into the kitty to try and get her across the line and help her with training and all these sorts of things, because you know what? She's courage of a conviction. She's got the ball. She's chased her dream, and now here she is, hopefully going to bring home a world title. And it's probably the biggest MMA fight in Australian fight history. I don't think anybody else Australia-wise has done it. And based on that, we really want to get behind Arlene. I want you to get behind her, even if you've never seen an MMA fight. If you're not a fight fan, that's okay. You don't have to be. You're an Aussie, or you're whatever you are. You're a Resolute TV fan, and Arlene Angerfist Blanco is Resolute TV family. So guys, get behind it. Check out the dates. Any support you can give her. She's got a bit of merch coming out, which I'm going to plug the shit out of here. Jump on it. Show us some support, because it's a really big deal, and anybody who goes to this sort of lengths to get to this level deserves all your support. Now, the other thing, since we're talking about support, now there's other stuff with the other episodes, more guests coming. That's just the tip of the iceberg. You can see all this fantastic merch in front of me. A lot of channels do the whole, please subscribe to my Patreon. I'll send you an extra photo of myself or something. Nobody wants a photo of this buffhead. Let's be fair. What the hell are you going to do with that? But what we would like to do is, instead of upselling you on a membership or a subscription to our Patreon or something along those lines, is look, we've decided to get ourselves some product. So that if you support us, or you want to support us in the channel, do it by buying some of this product, some of this merch. Our first gear, obviously, we got the basic t-shirts to get started. I'm not the prettiest model. Dia looks good. A couple of other of our superstars are going to be modelling them for us soon. Hopefully the world champ will have Resolute TV. I think it's going on the back of her trunks, for the fight, which is really, really exciting and cool. But look, if you want to support the channel, this is how you do it. Hit us up for a Resolute TV t-shirt. $25, I think. I'll post that out to you. Let me know your size, all that sort of stuff. Resolute TV baseball caps, pretty comfy, pretty swish, not bad at all. I'm struggling to take it off because I kind of like it. I haven't replaced my taxation as theft hat in its entirety, but you've got to big up your own brand as well as your friends' brands. Now, in saying that, there's a couple of other things that we've done. We're now here providing some of these fantastic products. You can get them through us. We can do the local thing, Riverina Hemp and Health products, but we can also post them out. So we've been working with the Cannabis company, and they're getting us some really cool products. We've got 100% raw hemp oil. This stuff, as a chef, I've started translating it with all my home cooking and stuff. I just use it where I would normally use a canola oil, or in the old days, or an olive oil, or whatever. This stuff's packed with nutrients, packed with good stuff. Check it out. I think it's about $28 a bottle. If you're localized, then you can pick it up. It'll be $28. If you're, there may be some postage if I've got to send it out to you, but we can work that out. If you want to do a bundle deal, obviously I'll try and package it all in and make it cheaper for you that way. The Freedom Puppy, you guys have seen him. He's pretty cool, but he's a little bastard. He's a cheeky little bastard. He's been rolling around in our $4 bags of horse poo and all sorts of things. He's a cheeky bugger. So here, what we've got here is the Rex Dog Shampoo with hemp. Now, there's a whole bunch of stuff, right? It's a blend. It's for the dogs. It's a special blend of raw, cold pressed hemp seed oil and cannabis terpenes alongside elements derived from coconut oil. It's a bit of a Rolls Royce as far as dog shampoo goes, but look, it's pretty good stuff, and he always smells good after it. He bloody needs it, the little bastard. Hemp seed oil for pets, and this stuff's all good for them as well. It helps them out with their behaviours and all these sorts of business. Supports healthy joints, healthy heart, healthy brain function. Improves itchy skin conditions. It's high in vitamin E, antioxidants, all that sort of stuff. So it's Mickey Mouse to keep your dog healthy. The medicinal hemp or cannabis oil full of terpenes for humans is on its way, as well as we've also got, what else have we got here? We got hemp protein. So, you know, if you're in the gym and you're busting out, this hemp protein's good stuff. Hemp flour, if you're into doing a bit of baking and you're into that sort of thing. Transdermal hemp patches. So for the people who may not want to, you know, do the droplets of the oil, whack a patch on and it's the go, apparently. So they tell me. Now the Cannabis Company's product range, it's free of psychoactive substances, so there's none of the THC, which is the stuff in cannabis and marijuana that, you know, gives you the buzz. This is the stuff. This is all the healthy stuff in it. But it's an Australian-made version, so there's a lot of companies that are selling non-Australian-made. This one's the Australian-made version. We're really proud to partner with them. We're working with them through this, and look, we're really enthusiastic. So, if you want to support the channel, hit us up on the Resolute TV Facebook page. Message me directly. You know, I'm not shy. I'm pretty easy to find, to be fair. Send me a message or send Dia a message. We can take credit card payments if that's how you want to do stuff. We can organise to send you certain shipments out. Some stuff's on pre-order. The other thing, hemp gin. We've got 3 types of hemp gin in the little catalogue, and we've got a whole bunch of new t-shirts and stuff coming for the paradigm shift. The do no harm, take no shit gear. That's all getting put together as well. A lot of that stuff will be pre-order, so feel free to reach out and ask about it. Email us on boldactionevents@gmail.com if you want to sort of, you know, inquire about prices, bulk deals, packaging, you know, a t-shirt, a hat, a bottle of hemp oil, whatever the case may be. I'm sure we can work something out for you. And also, feel free to call us. Resolute TV has its own phone number now. I'll get Dia to make sure it flashes on the screen somewhere for this little project. Check it out. 0472 752 150, and you've got yourself access to, you know, just call us up and say, look, hey, I'd like 3 hats, I'd like 2 hats, I'd like a Resolute TV t-shirt, I'd like X, Y, and Z. Can you send me some hemp gin? What's the deal? How does it work? Ask some questions. I'm going to ask the guy from the Cannabis Company to come on the program so we can get right into the nitty gritty. Look, I hosted an event with controversial chef Pete Evans, Cannabis as Medicine, that was in partnership with the Liberal Democrats here last year. Pete, myself, Sacha Amara from the Australian Taxpayers Alliance, and Doctor, I'll think of his name later. Of course, he's probably the most informed out of all of us. But look, he was really cool. It was a really cool event, and I learned a lot, but I'm certainly no expert. So I'll probably actually get the doctor back on too, because he was a really nice bloke. So guys, ladies and gentlemen, Series 2, Resolute TV, Episode 1, 2 weeks' time on Sunday evening, 7:30. That's our time slot. Paradigm Shift episodes once a month are going to be locked in as a standard thing, and we're going to touch on all the topics nobody else will, or nobody else will in the way we will, because I'm not going to be editing people. And we've also got the Dissident Squad stuff. So I bought the name. I sort of made a joke about it one night that we needed it. Well, I've got the name Dissident Squad. That's on Resolute TV, or owned by Resolute TV now. So the Dissident Squad stuff's going to create its own program and its own vibe as well. But obviously the brand all works in together, and we're one big happy. Actually, we're not really happy. Most of the time we're a little bit annoyed at certain things, and that's why we like to tackle problems. So, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, thank you for your time. Thank you for your support. Series 2 is going to be epic. And tune into the first episode. Reach out if you want to. Let your friends know. Let's get our subscribers up. There's going to be some competitions and some games and all sorts of stuff, because, you know, we want to have some fun. And thank you very much for all your support.